Hello, my name is Cam Hill, and if you're watching this video, it means that you are going to be in my Texas history class this year at Ousley Junior High School. And I just want to say real quick that I'm sorry I can't be there tonight. My youngest daughter is playing in a varsity volleyball tournament in Austin, Texas, the capital of Texas. So you're learning something about Texas already, in case you didn't know that, and you better already know that Austin is the capital of Texas. But like I said, sorry I can't be there tonight. I'm looking forward to this school year, and I did want to make this video as an opportunity for you and your parents to take a look at this and get a little bit of an idea of what you have to expect this year from Texas history. I want to talk to you first about a couple of things that you're going to need for my class. And number one, it would be a good idea if you brought to my class some Orajel. And the reason you're going to need Orajel is it's the end of the summer, all summer long. You have just been talking, driving your parents crazy. Talking as long and as much and whenever you want. And they are so thankful that school's starting back up right now so that they don't have to listen to you talk anymore. So what's going to happen, because you've been talking all summer, is when you come to school and you can't talk as much, your mouth is going to hurt, your jaw is going to hurt from not constantly moving, and your throat and mouth are going to hurt because sound's not coming out. So it would be a good idea to buy the Orajel to relieve some of that pain of not talking as much.
Stop with the Orajel. They're not going to need Orajel.
Okay. All right, sorry. You don't need the Orajel. But you are going to need, for my class, you're going to need pencils, okay? And not just one, because believe it or not, you have to sharpen pencils. And as you sharpen pencils, they get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until they just disappear. Okay. And just a quick note: when you sharpen your pencil, put this end in the sharpener. If you put this end in the sharpener, it's going to mess up my pencil sharpener, and I don't like that. So no, bring your pencils, but don't sharpen them the wrong way. If you can't bring a pencil, bring a pen. Okay. You're also going to need a red pen, and you're going to need some colored pencils, which colored pencils around my house are basically like gold. If you have colored pencils, you control the home, and I couldn't find any today. So you're going to need colored pencils because we sometimes do projects that require art, color, maps, things like that. So colored pencils. You're going to need a one-subject spiral notebook. It doesn't matter if it's yellow. It doesn't matter if it's Staples. All that matters is that it's a notebook and it is spiral bound. You're also going to need a package of loose leaf filler paper, or notebook paper as we in the business call it. It doesn't have to be college ruled. It can be standard ruled, whatever. Just bring notebook paper. Okay. You are also going to need some sort of headphones. Now you can bring earbuds, okay, earbuds, or you can bring over-the-ear headphones like these. I like big. Oh, sorry. But we're going to use a lot of multimedia stuff this year, and in doing so, you're going to need to hear things, whether it's an audio portion or a video. So headphones are pretty important. I look forward to this year. And now what I'd like to do is I'd like to take you on a little tour of some of the things we're going to learn about in class this year. First couple of days of school, we're going to learn some of our classroom rules and procedures, and we're going to get to know each other. I'm going to get to know you a little bit. You're going to get to know me. Then we're going to start, we'll do a little talk about the Texas government and some basic principles of government. Won't spend a whole lot of time on that because we'll pick it up later in the school year. But we are going to talk about the Native American tribes of Texas and some of their cultures. We're going to talk about early European explorers in Texas, the explorers that came from Spain that were called conquistadors, and one explorer in particular who came to Texas from France. We're going to talk about how Spain tried to colonize Texas by converting Native Americans into Spanish citizens and Christians, and how that did and didn't work. We're going to talk about how Mexico won their independence from Spain. We're going to talk about how Mexico started allowing immigrants to come to Texas from the United States. So you see, today a lot of the news is about building a wall, a great big wall at the border to keep the United States, to keep Mexican immigrants from coming in. And just 200 years ago, it was vice versa. It was the Mexican government trying to keep immigrants from the U.S. out. So it's kind of interesting how the past repeats itself sometimes. That's one of the overwhelming topics that we talk about during Texas history. We're going to talk about how those American immigrants came to Texas and how they eventually became frustrated with the treatment that they faced from the Mexican government, and how they rose up against the Mexican government and declared their freedom, and Texas became an independent nation. We're going to talk about how Texas became part of the United States. We will talk about how slavery grew in Texas and in the South, and it led to the Civil War between the northern states and the southern states. We'll learn about what Texas had to do, along with the southern states, after their defeat in the war, to gain readmittance into the United States. We will learn about the industries of Texas, cattle, cotton, and railroads. We'll learn about the Galveston hurricane in 1900. We will learn about the discovery of oil at Spindletop and how that was such a game changer that it changed Texas forever. We'll talk about World War I. We'll talk about the Great Depression, and we'll talk about World War II. So, and then from there we'll go on to talk a little bit about civil rights and the growth of conservatism in Texas, and we will also learn about modern day Texas. So that's about it. Hope you've learned something from this. Hope that you are ready to come to my class and have fun and learn something this year. I know that I'm really looking forward to it. And enjoy the rest of your summer, and I will see you guys bright and early on Monday, August 20th. Bye-bye.